been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna.
In this episode, after finishing the pad, we frame up the foundation, put in the rebar, and then begin the pour. After the pour, we do the finishing and have our foundation ready for the new building. Come with us on phase 3 of building our new metal barn. Well, here we go down to the job site again. I'm definitely seeing progress. It was unfortunate we lost a day where the footing was not deep enough, but one of the inspectors found that, so we took all the forms down and then they redug it. So now the forms are back up and we're at the point of a vapor barrier and some sand. Let's check this out. Okay. So yeah, look at this vapor barrier, folks. And the sand. Now we're look at this, putting up strings. Yes. Strings will be used for the laying out the rebar. As you can see, the trench is quite a bit deeper this time around. And these holes they've put for the columns are quite deep. Yes. So this vapor barrier is thick, 15 mils. Impressive, guys. Starting to come together. Okay, this is day 6, I think. It's been some significant digging, framing. We have rebar, folks. We have rebar. Look at this. I've been having them take all the dirt and place it back here. So it's given me a little bit more level ground. Yeah, fair amount of dirt for sure. I love it. This thing will really start to move. The project will really start to move pretty quickly. Fantastic. So 18-inch squares. Looks like they've got them wired together. Let's see if I can step out here. Let's see how they've wired them together. My gosh. I'm going to have to call the inspector pretty soon to come out here and do the pour. There's a heck of a lot of rebar there, so I'm assuming there's going to be a fair amount more of rebar being put in. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, there she is, folks, all rebarred up. You can see that the rebar gets quite complicated. These are the bolts that the column are going to hook to. And we've got electrician here, Joey, and he's putting in the grounding. A lot of people don't know, but you got to ground the pad. And it's easiest to tie to the rebar so that if you get a lightning strike or some type of short circuit with electricity, it'll ground out to the ground. And he's running a copper wire rebar. So, yeah. That's the last step. Tomorrow the inspector comes back. He's going to re-inspect, make sure we changed and fixed everything that needed to be fixed. And if that all works, we pour on Thursday, which is about 48 hours from now. So it's the last time it's going to look like this. I thought I'd show a bit of a time sequence of the pour taking place. There were multiple trucks that would come up. It was really amazing, the coordination of the trucks, because they can't keep the cement in there for very long, and that's why they always turn to keep the cement churning so it doesn't harden up. The pour went fairly uneventful, and after about 8 or 9 trucks, they would start to finish. They finished by hand. What this means is they're using a pad, rubbing the concrete to get a smooth finish. I recommend using a mechanical finisher to finish off the concrete. Using a group of guys who manually smooth the surface, they didn't smooth it out as nice as I would actually like to have happened, but it turned out just fine. Okay, I'm on the back side of the pad, and I was just looking at the foundation. Man, it's deep. It's really quite a bit of concrete here, especially on this end. You can see it's probably, I don't know, almost 30 inches deep there, and it goes down further, especially on the corners with the column cages of rebar and everything else that's put in there. Everywhere you see a bolt pattern, there's a cage buried in there in a much deeper hole. This pad, this extension from here forward was put on, and that's sloped at a 2-degree angle so you can get into the building. And this center channel that's covered up right now with tape all the way down is a channel drain. So any water coming off the building goes down into the drain and then out. So this is great. I've waited 5 years saving up money, working out plans, and had to delay it year after year until I finally got into a position that I could start to build this. And it's really exciting because in just a few days we're having all the equipment being laid down here, and the materials and equipment will be stored right there. And you're going to see 3 garage doors right here and a big nice tall building going up. They're going to put the steel up using these bolts. You'll see the steel columns go up, the trusses that go across, and then they're going to put the sheeting around the outside, the 3 garage doors across here, and then insulate the inside. And then I got to start thinking about electricity. I've got a pole over here, wires that go all the way to here. My plan is to take the transformer off the top of this pole, take that, and have it moved over to this pole, eliminating all these high wires, eliminating all the wires to the house, and then I'll trench underground and bring it to the building over here. I've got the ground in the back side of the building over here. There'll be a meter that'll wire the whole inside of the building, and then I'm going to trench all the way along here underground and bring the wire to the house and eliminate that pole. So that is the plan. So stay tuned. We'll see how this goes. In our next episode, we bring in the equipment for the new building. We erect the columns, and we finalize the building of our new metal barn. We can't wait to show you this. It'll be in our next episode on Keith and We Adventures.